All right, well, welcome to the Cooperative Advertising webinar for Amelia Island. We have a number of speakers today to help answer any questions, explain how the cooperatives work and what might be involved in these. So first up, we have, we're going to talk about the Green Lodging Program first. We have Fred as our guest. Next would be the Threshold 360 virtual tours with Seth. The Wander Content Co-op is going to be with Miss Kate, and Shireen with Starmark will take us through the rest, all the print, digital, and traditional like email cooperatives. So Fred, you're the COO of Audubon International. If you can tell us, how this cooperative is going to work, and tell us more about the program. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. As Aaron said, yeah, I'm the COO of Audubon International. I've been working for about 22 years, just had a 22nd year anniversary, and a wedding anniversary as well. And so it's an exciting thing. Well, it's a wonderful opportunity, and it's exciting to talk to all of you today. Who is Audubon International? Just first of all, really quickly, we're the trusted name in environmental certification programs for communities, lodging, hospitality, and the golf industry. We've been doing this for about 35 years, and we have, over the course of the world, about 3,000 members along the way. So our time is limited. I know that you guys are all very busy, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what our Audubon Green Lodging Program is all about. I want to stress that we recognize that your time is very important. We realize that you're overworked and understaffed and that you have a lot of responsibilities. And we believe strongly through experience that of the value of the program, both from a value added standpoint and from an environmental planetary standpoint. So how does the program work? It's relatively simple once you sign on, which is a pretty painless operation, and it's relatively cheap. You join, and we'll send you the materials that you're going to need. Primarily, the first and foremost is your designation survey. It covers 5 different areas, critical areas, in outreach and education. It's one of the things that sets the Audubon program apart from other types of programs, is that we value the importance of environmental outreach and education, both for internally and externally. We think it's important for your staff to recognize the good work that you're doing, the efforts that you're making, as well as to share that message with your constituents and your staff and your guests along the way, so they can say, hey, I'm staying at a place where they're doing some really good stuff. And it also allows them to be emissaries where they see, wow, this beautiful place is doing these great things. I can do these things at home as well. I can start doing these kind of recycling things. I can start doing some of the practices that were discrete practices that we're seeing there. So it's an important part of it. A number of the other ones are kind of standard things that you would expect: reuse, recycling, and reduction. We look at your efforts there. Your water conservation, always important. Your energy conservation, and then your indoor air quality are the 5 categories. So you'll fill that out. It's not onerous. It's pretty much a yes, no, I am doing this or I'm not doing this type of thing. And we'll fill out, when at the conclusion of that, there'll be a raw score that's evaluated from there. And from that, we also create a survey summary. And that survey summary, it does a couple of things. It acts as a wonderful roadmap for as we get started and as you go down the road of saying things that we're not doing now. Here's the things that whatever you didn't check that were priority items, these are the things that you're going to want to work on. We're your partner all the way through, just so you know that. So when you establish a green team, which we think is a very important part of your journey, we're part of that green team. So we help you determine those discrete projects that you want to work on to become more environmentally sustainable. So as we complete that summary and survey, we'll get a preliminary rating in a precious metal between bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And please recognize that everybody on all ends of the continuum are welcome. We don't have to start at platinum. This is a long road race. It's not a sprint. We're working on moving forward. So it doesn't matter where you start. It's kind of where you end up. And we're all working on pulling on the same side of the rope. So after we have that preliminary rating, then the most important and most fun part for me is that we actually come and do a site visit. And we verify what you're doing. We get to meet you, and we get to determine what kind of projects you might want to work on to start with. And we get a great opportunity to get a much stronger feel for your property and what you're doing. We think that it's a program that you will find has great rewards, both from an external, internal standpoint, people feeling good about themselves, and from a marketing standpoint as well. And we think it would be fantastic if the entire island could join together. It would be the first to have 100% certified lodging facilities. I thank you for your time, and I look forward to any questions that you might have.
Absolutely. And that is certainly, I see Amy's smile on her face when you said that would be amazing to be the first destination in Florida to be 100%, green certified at one level or another. So that would be an amazing PR and marketing play. Yes. Does anyone have any burning questions for Fred and this green lodging program?
Not a question, but I think it's a really great opportunity to make sure that everyone understands that this is a program that the CVB will cover the cost of your application process with the Audubon International. So there's no expense upfront for any of the lodging people to do this program. So we would cover that cost for you. You then take that survey that Fred went through, and then from there, you just develop an action plan. So really, it's just a great opportunity for you to say, we're making a commitment to sustainability measures. We're getting on board for the entire island to try to say we are making sustainability efforts to attract the right type of customers to our destination. And then it's a really amazing opportunity for us marketing wise. And if we could get to that place where we are the first destination to say that all of our lodging are green certified, doesn't matter at what level, could be bronze, could be platinum. It's just a really incredible place for us to be able to say that we're the first to do that. And not only would it be good for the environment, but it's obviously a great PR opportunity. So for the lodging people here, I definitely encourage you to take a look at this opportunity.
Absolutely.
Nate, this is Lisa.
Yes, Lisa.
I had a quick question for Fred. Lisa West from the Addison on Amelia Island, a 14 guest room bed and breakfast in the historic district. And prior to our ownership in 2017, I think we've had some green certification, but not through Audubon. And the only question I had, I think it's a great program. I welcome somebody coming and doing a site visit. Would that site visit require overnight lodging, and would that expectation be that it's complimentary?
Good question. In most cases, because of the price that we have, the price point that we're at, we and depending on how many we can do. Now, Amelia Island is small enough that we could do several, and we would ideally, both from an environmental standpoint and from a logistics standpoint, schedule all of them or as many as we could in a couple of days. So we would require or request that we had lodging someplace along the way. Yes. One thing that you made a great point though that you just struck on, I don't know if you know that the other certifications, when you become, I actually wrote the Green Lodging Survey program for the state of Florida. So, and as such, they recognize our certification as 100% for the Green Palms program. You automatically receive the same designation in palms as we have in precious metals when you join our program. The only difference is that 100% of our properties are site verified.
Thank you.
All right. So if you are interested to either learn more or, hey, sign me up, we're in, we'll do this. You can email me or in the co-op questionnaire survey. At the very end is, are you interested in the green lodging program? Yes or no. So just email me or fill out the survey, and we'll give you more details as we go. All right, and then
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and this is really a great opportunity. It's amazing, Amy, that you guys are covering the cost of this, to just say, hey, we're that committed to have everybody join. So it doesn't get any better than that for people to be able to join this program. So thank you.
Thank you, Fred. All right, so next up, we'll turn it over to Seth Lawson with Threshold 360. He's a sales director there, and can show you exactly what we're talking about with these 360 virtual tours.
Thanks, Nate. I am Seth with Threshold 360. I'm going to share my screen real quick, jump into a quick deck, give you a high-level overview of Threshold 360, and then get to the point where we're focusing on you, the partner, and what the opportunity is in front of you. So Threshold is based in Tampa, Florida, and we are currently working with and have captured more than 100,000 locations. When we define a location, it's your B&B, it's your hotel, it's your museum, it's your restaurant. We capture the entire location. We've captured in more than 200 destinations on the planet. We are actively working with about 120 CVBs throughout North America. So we have a capture network of photographers in more than 100 destinations in North America, actively capturing locations every single day. These virtual tours that we capture are being viewed more than 2 million times every day by leisure travelers, meeting planners, and just people who want to peruse the internet. There's three things that separate Threshold from anybody else in this space. Number one is volume. We are the destination-wide virtual tour provider. We can come into destinations large and small, capture as many partners as the CVB wants, quickly and efficiently. Number two, depth. Every location we capture, that's every partner that's on this call and every partner that sees this, we capture your entire property. We capture it all. So for hotels, that's all of your room types. It's your meeting rooms. It's your amenities, indoor, outdoor, anything that you want captured is included. So our depth is unparalleled. Number three, the secret sauce with Threshold 360 is we make this content easy to use. Virtual tours have traditionally been expensive, clunky, difficult to use. That's what we are solving at Threshold. We make it affordable and easy to use. Let's get into a couple examples of what you, the partner, are getting with this program. Number one is that complete capture. This incredible value. If you went with a local virtual tour provider or maybe a nationally known, you're talking several $1,000s for just the capture alone to come in and get your facility captured. We are in and out of full service hotels within 90 minutes. So our technology works very quickly. We are in and out of your spaces very quickly. This is minimal business disruption. This is not a multi-day or half-day type capture for most locations. So that your complete capture is included in this promotion. The next is a listing upgrade. So there's two different areas where this content is going to live. Number one is going to be your listing page on AmeliaIsland.com. Traditional listing page, as I'm showing you here, with the Naples, Marco Island, Everglades CVB down in the southwest corner. You've got the JW Marriott. This is a pretty traditional listing page for most partners and most CVBs, the static images here up top. Here is that upgraded listing. This is going to be the Threshold content. What it's going to look like is really up to Amy and her team, but effectively it's going to be in this autoplay format. It's going to take your prospective visitors by the hand, pull them inside this easy to navigate virtual tour experience that allow you to navigate directly to the spaces and directly to the rooms that you, the visitor, the traveler, care about. Again, deep captures of your entire location in this easy to navigate experience. We've got play and pause. We've got expand and collapse. You don't have to be a technical whiz. If you can watch a video, you can interact with and navigate Threshold virtual tours. So that's one idea of this upgraded listing, fully interactive. You can take control at any time you want. You can go directly to the suites and the different room types. This is tremendous for accessibility as well. We got 20% of Americans have disabilities. They travel with disabilities. This content really enables people that are often overlooked and underrepresented, gives them the confidence they need to travel to your location. Another good example of an upgraded listing is going to be on Google. Let's face it, this is where people are finding you and interacting not with just with the destination, but with your location as a whole. All of the virtual tours that we capture, that's every space, every room type, every private dining area, every exhibit, indoor and outdoor, is automatically added to your Google My Business listing under Street View and 360. This is incredible content. You don't have to lift a finger. You just got to open your checkbook to make this happen. Back to the deck real quick. The next is dashboard access. So by the end of the year and the first part of next year, we are launching as part of this program, direct dashboard access, which is going to give you access to the embed codes and what we call share page links of this content. It's nice that it's on the CVB site. It's nice that it's on Google, but you want it on your website. That's exactly what we are enabling with this program. So a good example here at the Trade Winds down at St. Pete Beach, they embedded this content on their website, all their different meeting spaces at the resort. And then here's a quick example of what that looks like right there on the website. How this looks and feels on your website is entirely up to you, your marketing team, your web developer. But point is, you will have access to the embed codes as well as what we call share page links. That's this link right here. It takes us 90 minutes to capture full service hotels. Within 2 to 3 days of capturing your location, these links will be available for you. You can use this link anywhere you want. You can add the link to your website, your sales and marketing, send it to your guests, send it to your meeting planners, put it on CVent, any booking platforms that allow external links, you can add it there as well. So these are easy to use, shareable links. Add it to social media, whatever you want. Fully interactive. It's going to be the complete virtual tour capture of your location. It can be shared easily anywhere. And lastly, as part of the program, the annual recapture. So as part of this, not only will we come out the first time, but we're able to come back annually and recapture any spaces that you want, any sort of renovations that have occurred is all part of this program as well. So with that, I will take any questions that that you may have.
That's fantastic. And just to be clear, we're covering half of the cost of this. So for Amelia Island partners, it'll be $500 per year for this capture and subscription.
Seth, the cost is annual, and the partner will have access to own the rights to that footage. If they weren't to renew, it would still live on Google, but obviously we think the product's going to be so amazing that any partner that signs up is going to renew that every year to keep that. But is that correct? It will still live on Google?
It would still remain on Google. And then depending on the relationship with the CVB, may remain on the CVB site as well. That's correct.
Great. And are these scheduled, if you're utilizing local photographers, they don't have to be scheduled at the same time as someone else, so we can kind of do these shoots whenever is best for the different properties, right?
That's correct. We would contract with a local photographer, put them through our training, and then your team would push the scheduling link out to the partners, and then you, the partner, would select a date and time for that local photographer to show up and capture your location. So it's at your convenience. It's not something that has to be pushed into a tight window.
Great. And then this is an opportunity that's open to any type of tourism partner. So it's not just lodging. We'll do this for restaurants, activities, anybody that has a brick and mortar store that we storefront that we really want to showcase to visitors. This is a great chance to have that experience, bring them here.
Absolutely. All right, if there's no other questions for Seth, we will move on to Miss Kate Strickland with Wander. She's the founder and CEO of Wander Media Company, and has a very interesting cooperative for you. So the floor is yours, Kate.
Actually, I'm going to tee up before Kate
Yes,
starts.
go ahead, Amy.
So we've developed this new content program because in the past we had delivered a video co-op, but one of the items that was really kind of missing from that was getting the distribution of the videos in front of potential visitors. So what we've done is partnered with Kate's team at Wander to develop these incredible video opportunities, but it also includes a great chance to distribute this out through a variety of sources. So Kate's going to talk a little bit about what the video production is and how it's going to be distributed throughout her channels. But I think it's important to also know that there is the additional distribution through our own channels. So when we develop these videos, we will be using them. When I say we, I mean the Convention and Visitor Bureau will be also distributing all of this footage through our own channels, included in a blog, our email that goes out to all of the Amelia Island followers through organic, and then we will also be doing paid social. So it's a really affordable chance to be part of a topic of a video and then have that distribution out through all of these different channels. So you don't have to produce a video and go, great, what do I do with it now? We're going to help you get that out in front of the right people. So with that, I'll pitch it to Kate to tell you a little bit more.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, guys. Pleasure to be here. Fred, Seth, it was great to hear about your organizations and your offerings as well. So yes, speaking to what Amy sort of teed up, Wander is a visitor information television channel. So when you check into a hotel or resort throughout Northeast Florida or Southeast Georgia, our television channel is offered on your television lineup. And on this channel, if you are a viewer of the channel, what you'd see is video content that really sort of paints the picture of what the destination is like. We feature restaurants and attractions. We talk about the arts and culture and history, nature, the beaches, the parks, and it's really designed to encourage repeat travel and encourage a longer length of stay. Our goal is to create a really brand loyal traveler who comes to these destinations and says, oh man, maybe I'll bring the kids back in the spring, or maybe I'll plan my board of directors meeting here next year. This place is amazing. And so the opportunity, just like Amy explained, for partners is to not only be able to produce video content that you can own and that you can use as you see fit, whether it's on your website or on social media, but also to be able to take advantage of our viewership and the CVB's viewership in terms of our databases and those who are watching our channel. So just to give you an idea of what that reach is really like, we're in about 70 hotels, resorts, visitor centers, and airports throughout Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. So we have about 10 million viewers every single year. And they are not the same 10 million viewers. That's the beauty of marketing to the traveler, is that it's a fresh audience and it's a unique reach. Every 3 days, the audience is turning over. And so the idea for this partnership is that we would identify some topics where there are businesses that could sort of be lumped together by theme. Maybe it's health and wellness companies, maybe it's sporting and leisure companies, arts, history, foodies, things like that. And we do a video segment that's about 2.5 minutes in length, featuring these 3 to 6 businesses with some sort of a central theme running throughout the segment. In terms of a deliverable for those that are participating, you would be not only featured in the 2.5 minute segment, we would also cut from the same footage a 30-second segment. And then we would also provide on top of that an individual 15-second sort of sizzle reel that only features your business. And we really haven't put together an offering like this ever. I give full credit to Amy's shrewd negotiating skills for being able to get so many deliverables into this package. And the beauty of it is that by teaming up with your neighbors here through the CVB, the partner cost is only $2,500, when it would typically, to get featured in those 3 segments and all of the distribution of those 3 segments, it'd be about $12,000. And so the way the distribution works, just like Amy said, this is not uncommon. We hear this all the time, that people spend an enormous amount of money. As you know, video production and content creation is not inexpensive. And so they spend a ton of money to get this beautiful content developed, and then they fear that there's no eyeballs on it and that nobody has an opportunity to see it. So what we do is we put the segments on our channel in all of our markets, all of our hotels, 3 times a day for the entirety of a year. And the way that we shoot this content, it really is evergreen. It's not meant to be, you know, we don't necessarily offer things that are date sensitive. We don't offer specials. It's really more about a higher level storytelling and talking about how your business is different and how it plays a role in the destination as a whole. And so for a year, that same video segment will be working for you on our channel, reaching those 10 million viewers, in addition to all of the other ways that we imprint upon our viewership, including an email campaign, social media campaigns, and a directory listing on our website. So for the $2,500 investment, you're really not only touching a lot of people, but you're doing it over a considerable length of time. And so the reach and the shelf life all in make it a pretty sound investment with a pretty strong return. Does that make sense? Is there anything I didn't touch on, Amy?
No, I think that did it. I think the thing to point out is that when you are interested in this, when you're signing up, you can kind of check the boxes of all of the niche topics that you're interested in, anything that your business might apply to. And it's almost like an application coming back to the CVB, and we'll take a look at how people align different partners. We're going to make sure that we're saying, okay, we've got one lodging partner with one activity and one restaurant. So we'll have 3 to 6 types of businesses included in these videos. So if you have, another subject that maybe we didn't list here, when you're doing the application, you can say there's another that you can fill in a suggested topic. And then we'll be doing outreach to you to say, is this the type of topic? Is this the right brand alignment with other partners? But to me, this is an incredible opportunity to not only be included in something that has such massive distribution to potential visitors, but then you also get some of those things for yourself. So you're included in the long form and the 30-second teaser. Those are the things that we'll be using in our channels, but then you also get that 15-second spot for yourself. And then we'll be using, the raw footage in different type of marketing programs. So there probably will even be more extended distribution of these throughout our channels for what we're doing from the brand standpoint. But I think this is an incredible opportunity for partners to be included in such a wide variety of content for this.
I have a question. So for the content, for the videos, is there a time limit, or is this something that could be used on an ongoing basis? Because this will also, we have some great co-op opportunities, which I will review with shortly, but, this could be potential for other co-op opportunities for us to expand in the digital space.
So the distribution for Kate will be for a year, living through the Wander, but we will have rights to all of that footage to be able to use in other channels as well.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, just to clarify, Shireen, we don't really dabble in the licensing or the ownership or the trademark. If you pay for this, that content is yours and you can use it as you see fit. So whether that's social media or your website or even another television network, whatever's in the best interest of your business, that's absolutely to your discernment to use it how you want to.
Okay, and then it could be expanded into any market that we want, obviously in the US, correct?
Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, Amy, I don't want to speak for you, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Just the wheels are turning of other opportunities.
Exactly. Well, and to be a little selfish, we were very excited about bringing this partner co-op out, but it's also a wonderful opportunity for our brand to have all of this, beautiful footage that Kate's team shoot that we can use throughout all of our advertising promotions overall. So this is one that, you'll get in and you'll have this content distributed, but then you'll also be probably featured in a lot of things that we do to market the destination for a while forward. Nate, you're on mute.
How about now? That's a very good point to bring up, Shireen, because that content can live on, and we always find and are looking for great pieces of content from our partners. So if you do the program, can't promise you, but you're bound to be in something else we're doing along the way.
Yeah, and it doesn't limit our opportunity, which is what I like about it. It's, it's a great way for the partners to continue to, be more involved in some of the programs that we have. So I think it's a really positive program.
Does anyone have any specific questions for Miss Kate? Fantastic. All right, then we'll go on to Miss Shireen. Hello.
Hello.
Ms. Shireen is the media director for Starmark. They're our marketing agency Amelia Island works with. And she's going to take you through that cooperative opportunity partner resource kit for all of the digital, print, and email cooperatives we have in place. So you can ask as many questions as you like about these. If you have any burning questions you want us to jump to, feel free to write those in the chat box or just speak up or raise your hand and we'll get to you for sure. Shireen, the floor is yours.
Sweet. So silly question. Can you see my screen with the co-op program?
We can, yes.
Excellent. I've got two screens going. So if I look like I'm looking to different places, that's the reason. So, I appreciate it. I wanted to just introduce myself really quick. I was not able to make the marketing meeting, but I was there last year and I think we've got some great co-op opportunities. I'm the media director with Starmark. I've been with Starmark for over 8 years and have been, kind of living and breathing tourism and have worked on a lot of these co-op opportunities. I think these are some great programs. We're expanding from, where we were last year to where we are this year. And with these programs and these opportunities that Amelia Island is bringing, it just makes us able to bring more co-op ideas and opportunities. I think we've got some great ones, but it doesn't mean that this is it. They could be other things that, that could come up in the middle of the year that we can share with the team. So really quick on some of the co-op programs, we've got some great ones. Of course, our Amelia Island co-op program that is, we've got every single month there's a program. There's, 4 times it goes out. So we want to get you guys to sign up for these programs. Pick a month that makes sense. To have an exclusive email, it's $750. The value is $1,000. Just to give you an example of what that exclusive email look like, it's the one that's up here. So you're the exclusive partner. You have 100% share of voice. This is the opportunity that would just be dedicated to you. If it's a program that you want to not have an exclusive and share of voice, you could be partner with maybe another partner or a portion of the email. So that's kind of like what it looks like. Any questions on the email? I think everybody has seen it. One of the new things that we're bringing this year is Flamingo Magazine. We have been working with the magazine. They are now offering a co-op opportunity. So we're going to have a co-op program 4 times a year. That program is, again, it's going to be in Flamingo Magazine's market, which is Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Alabama. So that is a minimum of about 2 to 3 partners. So you're not going to have an exclusive partnership. You will be sharing that. So the co-op program to be in that email is about $400. The value of it is $2,000. It goes out to their 8,000 subscribers. The typical age of the Flamingo readers are 35 to 65 with an average household income of $200,000. Again, Flamingo Magazine, while they're a Florida magazine, they do have an audience that is outside of Florida. So something, just to give you an example of what that looks like, this is an example of their email. So you would be shared with other partners within the destination. So it could be like Amelia Island up here, and then you could have like a block over here with word and copy, and so on and so forth. Okay. All right, so the next program that we have that we did not offer last year, again, food and wine. So food and wine, we are able to geo-target this specifically to our winter market, which is, based on the plan, we have like New York, we're back up in the Northeast, New York, we're in Boston, Philly, Dallas, to name a few, Pittsburgh. So we have our winter markets, and then we also have our summer markets. So this is geo-targeted to that food and wine audience. They are that it's going to go out to 25,000 opt-in subscribers, 45 plus, with an average household income of 121,000. So that program is $500, which is unbelievable. We get, their open rate is about 15%. They have very high click-through rate. We do want to limit the amount of partners. So, kind of like first come, first serve basis. So that's what that program, and travel and leisure, which is, they're both part of that merited group. So again, same type of thing. We're going to alternate the month. One is going to go to that foodie type audience. The other one is that, based on specific interest. What those co-op looks like, we've done quite a few of these. So this is basically Amelia Island up here. We would have their block up here, and then you would have a block over here as a partner with word and copy, your CTA, your tracking URL, and be a part of the email program. So that's what food and wine looks like. And this is an example of what we recently did for travel and leisure. So again, all analytics, we provide analytics for any of these programs that we're doing. So you would be able to see like how many impressions, click through specific to your program. Any questions so far? I'm kind of like racing through it, but I want to be respectful of your time and also any questions. Cool. Okay, so Epsilon, which used to be the old Conversant. So Epsilon program is basically a banner. So that would go out to, as part of the Amelia Island media schedule. So we currently have a program running with Epsilon where we're targeting based on interest. We're looking at the loyalists as well as prospect. So your banner would be included as part of the retargeting. So we would retarget anybody who have visited Amelia Island as a loyalist, and any of the prospect that's basically a lookalike trait from based on the loyalists. So we would be retargeting to those audience, and you would be paying $1,000 for the quarter, securing 150,000 impressions. So basically, it's like, double the amount of impressions you normally would get. So for this, it's the leisure consumer, again, a lookalike audience reaching over 30 million household. The interest that we have is currently beach, culture, history, shopping, nature, dining, golf, outdoors. And then this is also geo-targeted. So as mentioned, we have our winter markets as well as our summer markets. So these programs would be the January through June. January through March would be in our winter market. April through September would be our summer market. And then we're back to the winter market, October through December. And the Epsilon banner, this is an example. So they would be running on top premier publishers. For example, this is the Condé Nast Traveler. So your banner would be pretty much look like this one that we have here for Amelia Island. Okay. The next program is Travel and Zoo. So Travel Zoo, we have the sponsored gallery. So sponsored gallery has been a really successful program that we've run in the past with Amelia Island. So basically, Travel Zoo, they go to 30 million members exclusively. So the average age is between 45 to 64 of 100,000 plus income. So this program is $1,000 per flight. So we have 2 flights scheduled for 2022, January through Feb, and then we have the summer one, May through June. So that sponsored gallery would be image and copy. This is an example of what that program looks like. So as mentioned, we ran this program last year. So this would be an image which is very prominent on the page. So as you're scrolling the page, you would see your image, you would see your copy, you would have a call to action. So then this could link out directly to your page. Okay. Tripadvisor, again, another great opportunity to be on their, whether it's native content, whether it's banners. So they also have a really robust program that we have run in the past where you would provide the banners, these different sizes. If you need help with the banner, we'd be more than happy to help you. Again, this is going to our winter and our summer markets based on the interest. This is what our travel Tripadvisor program looked like. See the Amelia Island last year, Amelia Island downtown, the Omni, the Hamptons, a couple of different partners have participated in the program. We were able to provide them directly with their analytics to show how many impressions, clicks, and click-through that they had received, as well as any screenshots. This is our Threshold program, the Wonder program, Atlanta Magazine. So we've got some great print opportunities. So Atlanta Magazine is another pretty good program that we have. Again, these are the 4 issues that we have available. We've got a quarter page, a half page, or a full page. And as you guys know, if you run a full page, the partner cost is $29.27.50. Amelia Island covers the remainder of the cost. Okay, so Charleston Wedding. So Charleston Wedding is now a part of the Charleston Magazine. So it's basically the program is again a print ad, half page, or an island, which I've told Nate now knows what an island is.
Yes, thank you for that.
Or a full page. Just so you know, an island does not necessarily take up the entire page, but you are prominent on that page. So it's smaller than a full page, but a little bit larger than a 2/3 page. But it really is prominent on the page. You know, you're basically like majority of the page, and then about this block here, you can't have another advertiser on it. So you probably would have most likely content on that page. So you would either, get, like I said, a half page, a 2/3 page, an island, or a full page. Again, based on whatever it is that you sign up for, Amelia Island is covering the remainder of the cost. So these are, if you can't do something by yourself as a partner, if you feel like, what these costs is too expensive, let's see if we could maybe partner with some of, someone else. If Elizabeth Point wants to, partner with maybe another property or another, attraction, this is a way for us to be able to kind of like get more bang for our buck. So, that's something you need help with, we'll be more than happy to help on those cases. So we've got Charleston Wedding, we've got the Charlotte Magazine. Again, same thing with Charlotte Magazine. We've got some, a third of a page, a half page, a full page as well. These different, programs, March, April, May, June, September. Again, this is to monthly distribution of 28,000. And again, these are the cost for the programs. Let's see what else we have. Food and Wine, which is a really good one. So Food and Wine is a part of, this is a Visit Florida sanctioned program. So this goes out in May, and it is going to a national audience. So again, the full page, we don't offer a full page. What we do offer is Amelia Island would basically be the prominent on the page, and at the bottom, we would have like little blocks for the partner. So you would have like a quarter of that page at the bottom, $2,500. This is something that typically this magazine costs like over, $35,000. You're paying $2,500 to be a partner on that page. Okay, same thing with Flamingo Magazine. Again, similar to all the other programs where, the May and October issue, sign up for a half page or a full page, and depends on which one you sign up for. Amelia Island covers the remainder of the cost. And Flamingo Magazine, again, distributing to those markets that we mentioned earlier. Circulation is about 20,000, 35 to 64 audience. And then we've got the Texas Monthly, the May and September issue, quarter page, half page, and a full page. And then Travel and Leisure is another really good one. This is also part of the Food and Wine, the Visit Florida program. They run the program in March. And again, this is a national publication to 550,000 plus circulation with an average household income of 135K. The program for the quarter page, that it's quarter of a full page, is $2,500, values $35,000. And then the last one that we have is the Washingtonian. Again, similar type of program, 3 times a year, half page or full page, going to 100 to 10,500, readership, 480,000, household income of 338,000. So these are some of the programs that we have, and I've kind of breezed through them, and I know that you guys have a lot of the have copies of this. One of the things that we want to be able to offer is there's a lot of information here, and if you're, as a marketer, you're like, what, I love these programs, how can I get involved? If you need our help to be able to put a program together to kind of like get a little mini media plan to you to work with you, please reach out directly to me. My email is on the program. So just contact me and let's set up some time, and I can see what makes sense, what fits for what you have going on right now throughout the year. Okay. Any questions on any of the programs?
Thank you, Shireen. Guys, we challenged Shireen to expand our co-op program this year, and she obviously delivered. So you have so much to choose from. There's digital, there's print, there's content, and I definitely encourage you to take her up. If you need help trying to figure out what makes the most sense for your business, tap into her brain power. She can put together that plan for you and give you some direction on what makes the most sense to make your budget work for you, to work hard and efficiently. So definitely reach out to her if she can provide some additional direction.
Absolutely. That's great advice. And Shireen's a mastermind and a pro at what she does. So you have her at your disposal. So I would suggest taking advantage of that. And it's, for me, I'm a layman, but you go through the magazines like, well, which one, if I had 2 to pick from, do I just pick it based on price? Do I pick on, how do I pick which magazine to be in? Shireen can answer those questions for you. And if you need to know what an island is, she can also answer that as well.
And I think also, what assets that you have, because you may not have, all the banners and, what can the partner help with? What can we help with? So these are questions that, if you have that we can answer, we'll be more than happy to answer, because we do have some, some excellent partners who, have offered their services in terms of, assets, helping with assets.
Fantastic. And I'll stop the recording. So if anyone feels a little more comfortable asking any questions while we're not being recorded, they can do that now.